What's up, guys? Question: where do I get my drive? So I'd say there's three things. First and foremost, God. Whatever I do, if my mindset is focused on I'm doing this for God versus a person, I have a much better attitude. I have most likely a better performance because, people suck sometimes. So, I was raised on the foundation of faith, and so in growing up, I felt like a lot of the time it was like me and God, so he was always on my mind, and I was like determined to do my best for him, and that made me perform better. That made me have better attitude, like I said. So I'll give an example in this second, people where I get my drive. So first God, second, I would say second and third are kind of in line, but my coaches. So I was in sports growing up since I could be when they were free. Okay, so 7th grade, when did we start? 7th, yeah, I think. Anyway, so my coaches, I wanted to perform well. I was very athletic, I was competitive, and I got my drive there. I wanted to push, your coaches have a huge influence on your life. So parents, if you don't have your kids in sports, I am a huge promoter of having your kids in sports of some way. And hopefully they have good coaches, right? Because your coaches instill so much in those foundational years of when you're, learning and growing. And at least my coaches did. They're all really awesome, and you had to perform well, right? If you wanted to play, and I wanted to play, so I wanted to perform well. And they teach you, let's go, they give you that push, and that's drive, And so this is kind of my example of why, everything that you do, if you do it for God versus man, you do a better job. Because in sports, y'all can feel me on this, when you have to run whatever you call them, suicides, ladders, whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about, dying, right? So you have to get them in a certain time, right? Or you got to run it again. And you always have those people on your team that can't quite make it, or don't quite have the best attitude, and you know that they can make it, but they're not pushing themselves and they're just complaining. Woo! Yeah, those people. So you got to run it again and again and again and again and again and again. Again. Nobody wants to hear that word. Nobody, right? So when I'm dying to get it under time and I'm having to do this for somebody else because they're not making it, I'm making it, but they're not, right? That's tough. You're only as strong as your weakest link, right? Well, get them off then. We'll be stronger. No, of course I was like, let's go, but you have to find something inside of you when people are sucking and you don't want to be doing this anymore. You want to go get some water and lay on the ground, right? So that's my example of, if your mentality is set on, okay, I'm doing this for God, I'm going to perform the best of my ability for him versus these people, you do better, right? You push, you're like, I can do this, you're like, you have this mental grind inside of you. Yeah, let's go, And so anyway, then my third one is my brother. I always thought my brother was so cool. I wanted to be like him, right? Everybody liked him. He was athletic. He played basketball, and I wanted to play like him. I wanted to have abs like him, and I would just watch him, and so he was a lot of my drive. He would work with me in basketball, and really just watching him, and knowing that I wanted to be like him in those ways. He's always going after something, right? And like I wanted to do that, you know, and I wanted to be good at sports and athletic and all that. So he kind of helped me in a sense of not fully like constantly coaching me to be better and go after stuff, but like just his life example was a big driving factor for me. So like looking back on, you know, kind of like how did my drive get formed, you know, like because I like to accomplish things. Like when I accomplish stuff, like even like getting rid of clothes or like just anything, like checking it off, like that makes me feel so good. Like I always have a running list of stuff to do. When I get to mark it off, I feel good. Like I just want to keep going, you know. And like with my business with Fork at Cooey, like, you know, it's been a process, you know. Like it started forming in 2020, and then it took me a year to film my program and stay consistent every single week getting my videos done, which was a lot. And then going through different phases where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know what to do, or why am I doing this? You know, all those phases you go through, like trying to figure stuff out. There's always something that just keeps me pushing and keeps me going, you know. And so anyway, so it just makes me kind of think, like, where did that come from? You know, like I'm really glad that I have that, and I'm really grateful for it. Where did it come from? You know, so it's good to like look back on things and like see what it was that created that. So it creates a lot of thankfulness. Like very thankful for my parents, you know, raising me in God, because that has built something inside of me that's just like I can do everything, anything, you know. And then the coaches that don't even know they're having an impact on your life, or you don't even know they are at the moment, right? And then like, you know, the people that you surround yourself with, who you watch, who you listen to, who you hear things from, you know. So it makes you very thankful for all of those things. So I just wanted to oh shoot, there's a wasp. I killed a massive. Oh no, they're rebuilding it. They're probably mad at me, so I better go. But anyway, you guys, look back on things and take time to think and figure those things out, because those things make you grateful, right? And me knowing that God and my coaches and me watching had such an impact on me, I want to help other people with those things, like coach people, right? Tell people like about God, or like people watching me, like me be a good example. So all those things you look back on, it helps you to be thankful and for you to kind of pass it along and do those things too. So it's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, a white dove. Y'all can't put me outside and me not look at everything. Okay, I'll let you go. Love you guys. Bye.